Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to another tutorial video. I am the Ultra Farmer, and today we are going to be talking about fieldstones. I'm going to give you everything you need to know about fieldstones. We're going to go through each of the different types of field preparation that you can do after you harvest a field, what type of stones pop up, the different sizes. There's three different sizes: small, medium, and large. So we're going to see what implements bring up what sizes of stones. We're going to show you how to deal with them, and yeah, that's going to be it. So let's get right into it. Let's get into fieldstones and everything you need to know about them. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do here is I want to go through what I've got set up here and what I did to kind of do a bunch of testing for fieldstones. So what I have sitting across here are all the different types of implements that you're going to be able to get in the store here for field prep. The only thing I didn't do a strip of is the actual stone picker themselves. We're going to kind of go through the stone picker later. But what I have here is I have a set of, oh, don't need that pulled out. Right here is a set of cultivators and then a strip down the field after you cultivate. This is a set of disc harrows. This is a set of power harrows. Next to it is a subsoiler. This is a mulcher. This is a spader. And then this is a plow. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through kind of each of these strips. As you can see, I went down the field and you can see that there are some field stones popped out here. You see a little bit of field stones there, nothing with the mulcher, a few here and a few there. So we're going to kind of get into all of that and which field preparation brings out which size of stone. Okay, so when you go across a harvested field or something that you've done some field prep work on, it's kind of hard to tell. Now, these seem to be small stones. It kind of doesn't look like there's any stones here, though it's hard to tell. Definitely seems like there are some here. This seems like quite a bit bigger stones, and it's kind of hard to tell. Are those small or those medium? So one way to do this is to go into your map. So if I push escape on the keyboard, I'm on PC, it's going to come in, and what you need to do is you need to go over on the top here and find ones that say soil composition. Now there's going to be a bunch of this stuff that can be turned on. What you can do is you can go through, turn off fertilized, turn off needs plowing, turn off needs rolling, mulched, and watered. And what you're going to be left with is field stones. So essentially, yellow is a small stone, orange is a medium, and red is a large stone. So I know that going across the field here, this first implement that's sitting here is a cultivator. So cultivators will bring out small stones. Beside that is a disc harrow and power harrows. And as you can see, the disc harrow and the power harrows bring out no stones when you do field prep. Now, right beside that is the spader. Sorry, the subsoiler. This next one is the subsoiler. And subsoilers will bring out medium sized stones. Right beside that was the mulcher. Now, I didn't think the mulcher would bring out any stones, but I put it in here just to do the good testing. Mulching, you can see, brings out 0 stones. Then we have the spader. Now, the spader is the only one of all the field prep units that will bring out the large stones, and the plow brings out small stones. So again, I'll kind of just come back out here so you can see each of these. So our cultivating, we had small stones, nothing for the disc harrows, nothing for the power harrows. Our subsoiler was the one that brought out our medium-sized stones. This is our mulching pass, which obviously you can see we have nothing. Over to our spader. These are pretty easy to tell. Like, I mean, you can obviously see these are much bigger stones. And again, just so you can see on the strip here, we're right on the spader strip. Beside that is the plow. Now it's kind of even hard to tell. You can see even in the plow rows, you don't really see the stones, but where the trailing wheel is, this is where you can see that there are small stones. So that, if you want to know which one does which, this is a good reminder. Cultivators and plows will do small. Your subsoiler will do medium, and your spaders will do large. Okay, so when it comes to dealing with field stones, how do we deal with them? Well, no matter what size of stone that ends up popping through with the field cultivation or the field prep that you're doing, you can always come into the store, and under soil cultivation there's one in base game, and it is the Scorpio 550 stone picker, and it will deal with absolutely all sizes of stones. And just to kind of show that right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a pass sideways through all of our different field preps, and then we'll go into the map and we'll see which that it has picked up kind of all sizes of stones. So you push X to open it, V to drop it down. I'm going to push B on the keyboard to turn this thing on, and you just pull across the field like every other implement. and you'll see that it will pick up all the different types of stones. Once I get to this other side here, we'll jump into the map. Okay, we just did that. So let's shut this thing off. Let's go jump into our map, head back over to soil composition. And as you can see where we pulled through, maybe it's a little difficult. Maybe what I'll do, let's do one more pass through, just for good luck's sake. Okay, let's drop this down. Go on through, and we'll do one more pass just to make sure it's super visible on the map. Okay, there we go. Shut this thing off. And as you can see, right through here, this double pass that we went through, it goes through and it picks up every different type of stone, whether it's small, medium, or large. Okay, now there's only really one other way to deal with field stones, and that is to roll them back into your field. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a set of rollers. Again, if you go back into your store menu, you can come into rollers, and in the base game, there's two basic sizes. There's the smaller set, 12 meters wide. There's this big set, almost 30 meters wide. And what you can do after your field's prepped is you can go through and you can roll over your field prep, and a lot of times you will push stones back into the field and hide them. So what I want to do is just kind of take a pass through here, and I'll show you what sizes of stones can be kind of just pushed back into the field. Obviously you can see back there, those ones didn't disappear, those large ones didn't disappear, but those small ones did. When it comes to field stones, the only ones that you can actually really get rid of are the small stones, and the medium and the large ones can't be rolled back into the field. Now, field stones, though, however, have no effect on your yield bonus. So if you're worried about having field stones down and you're thinking, oh, I've got a bunch down, it's going to affect my overall yield bonus, you don't have to worry about that. They do nothing to affect yield. However, in all the testing that I've done, what I've only ever found is that they will add a little bit more damage to your equipment over time. I don't know exactly how much. I haven't really went deep into it to figure out exactly how much damage it'll do, but yeah, field stones will do nothing to affect yield. And as you can see, we kind of pulled through again. It will roll most of the small ones in. I think maybe that little guy got missed, or maybe we just missed it, but nothing with the medium and nothing with the large. Okay, and the final thing that we can kind of go over, what do we do with the stones once we've picked them up? Well, the only thing you can really do is you can take them off and you can sell them. So if you go on your map here in Riverbend Springs, this is a cement factory. Sometimes it'll be the debris crusher, sorry. You can come in and you can dump your stones out of this Scorpio 550. Now, one thing to be noted, you are not going to make very much money off that. We had 218 liters and we made 42 bucks. So, I mean, 42 bucks is still 42 bucks, but if you think you're going to get rich off stones, that would take some time. But there you have it, folks. There's everything you basically need to know when it comes to field stones, the different types of field prep, what size they'll bring up, how to deal with those different sizes, and what to do once you've picked them up. So thanks again so much for watching. I appreciate it like always. If you have any other questions or any other tips or tricks to deal with field stones, feel free to put it in the comment section below. If you like this type of content, if you're interested in more tutorial or gameplay content, be sure to hit that sub button, hit that notification bell, and all that jazz. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it like always, and I hope you guys have a really good day.